Hello, my dear students. As you know, we were doing chapter 2, classification of the living world. We are doing the last kingdom, that is kingdom Animalia. Invertebrates we have done. Today we are doing vertebrates, phylum Chordata. Kindly open your books at page number 29. Vertebrates. Vertebrates fall under phylum Chordata, which comprises all animals that have a notochord. Now, what is a notochord? It is a rod of flexible tissue running from head to the tail. The notochord forms a part of vertebral column which characterizes all the vertebrates. So, vertebrates, they are characterized by a notochord, or simply if we say it is backbone. So, all the members of this phylum, they have vertebral column. Vertebrates are divided into five classes: Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves, and Mammalia. So let us do first class, Pisces. Pisces means fish. All fish belong to this class, though sharks, seahorses, and ray fish look very different. The two are types of fish. Now, the members of this class, they have following characteristics. Fish may have a bony skeleton made up of bones like us, as in trouts and carps, or a cartilaginous skeleton, as in case of sharks. They have streamlined body, streamlined, that pointed at the ends, spindle shaped. And fins are adaptations that help them swim. The tail fin helps them change direction and maintain balance. Most fish have a body covered with scales. Then fourth characteristic is they breathe with the help of gills. So they live in water, they cannot breathe air, they breathe only water. So they have special organs of breathing, that is gills. Most fish lay eggs. However, many species of sharks, seahorses, rays, and several others give birth to young ones. Fish are cold-blooded animals. Cold-blooded means the temperature of their body changes with the temperature of the surroundings. Here are some examples of, you can see, picture A, trouts, B, shark, a seahorse, and a ray. Now, many aquarium fish such as guppies, mollies, and swordtails also give birth to young ones. So, you may visit a local pet store or search the internet to find out more about the fish. Next class is Amphibia. Amphibia word is derived from amphi, which means both. This is because most amphibians spend the early part of their lives in water and rest on the land. So they have both kind of habitat. As fish, it lives only in water. But the early life is spent in water and then adult on the land. Frogs, toads, and salamanders are amphibians and have the following characteristics. Most of them can swim and lay their eggs in water. They usually have webbed feet that help them to swim. Second, young toads and frogs, they are called tadpoles, have tails and breathe through their gills. It is because, my dear students, frogs, they lay eggs in the water. These tadpoles, they live in water. So in water they cannot breathe air, so they need gills. So when they become adult, these gills disappear, the tail disappears, and lungs appear. And as they have to spend the rest of their life on land, so they breathe through lungs. Adult frogs and toads do not have tails or gills. They breathe through the skin and lungs. Skin when they have to go underwater. So in adult state they can swim in water. So while remaining in the water they can breathe through their skin because gills are no more. Salamanders have tails and they look like lizards, but actually these are salamanders, amphibians. All amphibians have a naked, slimy skin. Slimy means that very slippery to touch. They are cold blooded, that they can change their body temperature according to the surroundings. So here you can see few diagrams. A frog, toad and a salamander is given in the book. Next class is reptilia. Reptilia means to creep or crawl. इसमें वो जानवर आते हैं जो ज़मीन पे रेंग सकते हैं, जैसे छिपकली है, स्नेक है. They can crawl on the land. Lizards, tortoises, turtles, crocodiles, snakes, and alligators are all reptiles and have the following characteristics. Their body is covered with scales. Reptiles may be aquatic or terrestrial, but they all breathe through their lungs. So even if they live in water, they do not have gills. They have to keep their head out of water to breathe. Reptiles have limbs like lizards, crocodile and turtles use these to walk or swim. While snakes use their large scales under their body to crawl along the ground. They don't have legs. Snakes have a flexible backbone and a powerful muscles to help them to crawl or swim swiftly. And you must have seen in television that snakes they run too fast. Most reptiles lay eggs with leathery shells. So eggs, they're covered with the shell that is quite leathery. Some give birth to young ones. Unlike amphibians, young reptiles resemble their parents at birth. So amphibians, when they hatch out of the eggs, they do not look like their parents. But reptiles, the young ones, when they hatch, they exactly look like their parents. Reptiles too are cold blooded. So you can see these pictures. Some reptiles are shown in this: a chameleon, a crocodile, and a snake. The next class is aves, or some call it as aves. Aves means birds. All birds fall under this class. Birds have the following characteristics. These are warm-blooded animals, which mean their body maintains a particular temperature. So they cannot change their body temperature according to the surroundings. Their body is covered with feathers. They have wings instead of four limbs. Most birds can fly. All birds can walk, including flightless birds like ostriches, emus, and penguins. Birds that swim have webbed feet, as in case of ducks and penguins. Birds have air cavities in their bones. This makes their skeleton light and helps them fly. If we talk about our bones, they are heavy. They are not hollow from inside, but the bones of the birds, they are hollow from inside, so that their body weight doesn't go very high, so as they have to fly. Birds lay eggs and care for their young ones until the young are able to tend for themselves. So you must have seen some pigeons and some sparrows. So unless the egg hatches, the mother bird remains with the egg. Next class is Mammalia. We and most of our pets and farm animals are mammals and have the following characteristics. Mammals are warm-blooded animals with the exception of platypus and different species of echidnas. All mammals give birth to babies. Young mammals initially survive on their mother's milk. This is true of even the egg-laying mammals. All mammals have hair on their body. Most mammals have external ears and nose. All other vertebrates have only openings for the ears and nose. So my dear students, have you seen any bird with ears or nose? No, no. So it is only in case of mammals. Mammals breathe through their lungs. Even aquatic mammals such as dolphins, porpoises, seals and whales need to surface in order to breathe. So this is all about mammals. In picture you can see dolphins are marine mammals and platypus is an egg-laying mammal. So mammals, they usually give birth to young ones, but this duck, it is known as duck-billed platypus. It gives eggs. It lays eggs. And there is one activity. Look around you. There are many species of both vertebrates and invertebrates that you may see every day, such as snails, earthworms, spider, many insects, birds, mammal, and so. Find out more about the animals you see and try to classify them according to their phylum or class. Right? So same thing if you visit a zoo, do it there. So my dear students, our chapter reading is complete. Question answers I have sent you in the group. Now I humbly request you to read the chapter thoroughly and revise all the exercise questions. Thank you and have a nice day.